Hello everybody! In this video we are going to be testing out these premium marker set that I got at Sam's Club. I saw that it included acrylic paint markers. Well, it just says paint markers. I'm gonna assume it's like acrylic based, water based markers, as well as alcohol based markers. So I thought this was like a fun little starter kit to like get into each of those different types. It was about $20. So they're not really that expensive, so there's only like 30 markers total, so about 10 of each, I believe. And it also came with this little wooden shelf to put the markers in afterwards, and I put it together. The directions were pretty simple to follow. It's just like one of the last little pieces at the bottom. I used a little bit too much force and kind of broke the wood, so be careful when creating it. I decided to do swatches of the markers. I kind of sped up the process because it was a little bit boring. The ones that I'm doing right now are the alcohol-based markers. I kind of wish they had more varieties of each of the colors so that you could do a little bit more shading, but there's only 10 of them anyways. For the paint markers, which I am priming right now, you just have to shake them up. I don't necessarily think you need to press down the nib like you do with a Posca marker. I think you could probably just shake them, but I did that just in case because there wasn't really any instructions on how to prime the markers, and they are quite loud. It kind of feels like shaking up a can of spray paint. That's how loud they are, and you can see there is a little bit of bleed through the paper that I'm currently testing the supplies on. I do really like the metallic paint markers, so the gold and the silver out of the paint markers, and I will use both of those later on in the video. I also have the water-based ones that I'm currently testing out. The brush end of the water-based markers is like really long. Like I haven't seen the markers have that long of a nib. It's kind of nice, and on the back it says that you can add water, and I did test that feature out in a different artwork and it worked pretty well. Right now I'm just writing what each column is for each of the types of markers. The bullet nib for the water-based marker is kind of nice as well. You probably use that for fine lining. So right now we're using the water-based ones just because I felt like the variety of the colors fit Mistigan a little bit better, and I had a couple of shades of blue so I could do a little bit of shading. I didn't necessarily have like a skin color, so I just used the pink to shade the face, and then I used the alcohol marker for the eyes because there was no brown color for the water-based markers. I could probably have tried to mix the colors to see if I could get a brownish color, but I didn't. And then I decided after I did the Mistigan that I really wanted to draw Mistigan with my regular alcohol markers. The regular alcohol markers, I didn't end up filming that process, but then I used the metallic paint markers for the little stars in the background, and it turned out really great. I will see you next time for another video.